Today I am out of the soap shop to present you some of my local suppliers. Here I am at the Barbocheux, which is a handcrafted factory for wines, liquors, and other digestives. All of their products are made with locally harvested berries and local plants such as cranberries, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, and more. Let me show you a couple of their products, and especially the two that I will be using in my soaps. Of course, that is always the purpose.
Here we have Le Chalin, a slightly fermented blueberries and berries liquor, followed by the Ariel, a raspberry liquor. I was very lucky as Léonce Arsenault, the owner, agreed to take me downstairs to his workstation, and he makes everything from home just like me. I was able to see the rhubarb and strawberries and the raspberries and all the other berries in the big tanks that are fermenting in order to be turned into alcohol, and he has to stir them every day. For many weeks, they will be stirred like that, and then they will turn into alcohol and will be later bottled. I will give you a link to his website, but if you want to taste and enjoy these beauties, you will have to visit the Magdalene Islands.
This one here is called the Ariel. It is named after a boat that I believe shipwrecked around our islands. It is made with raspberries, and it is my personal favorite to drink, of course, but once in a while I sacrifice a bottle to make my soap with it. I am back in the soap studio, and I'm getting ready to make a batch of the blueberry liquor soap. I will be using the bottle of Chalin. I will boil it down to remove any alcohol and just keep the sugar and the warm and rich color that it brings to the soap. As for the raspberry Ariel liquor, I already have a video made about this one, so I will leave the link below this video in the description box if you would like to take a look at it. Yay! I will be saving some for tonight. The required amount for this recipe is 200 grams, but I'm going to add a little bit more just because I will have some water loss during the boiling process. I am going to be using a blueberry fragrance oil from Crafter's Choice. It's called Fresh Picked Blueberries. It smells so yummy, and I love to use it in cold process soap because it doesn't discolorate soap and it doesn't accelerate the trace either. My oils and butters are ready. I will add the coconut milk and then proceed with the lye water. I just poured the white into the mold and then realized my camera wasn't on record mode. So anyway, this is just white soap that has been there as a first layer, and then I'm gonna add the interesting part, which is the blue in the pot swirl. Okay, so basically I have my teal right here, and I made quite a mess on the side anyways. And here I have my darker blue that has the alcohol liquor in it. And what I do is I will be adding both of them into the bigger pot. One of my favorite swirling tools is simply the back of a spoon, and this soap has a nice swirl to it, giving it a very nice wave. So I'm just diving in. There we go. And then I like to come back with a spoon and just finish texturing the tops of the soap. And I did write some lines so I know just about where I'm going to be cutting these soaps. I try to make my texture along where the soap will be cut. And I can feel that this is getting very hot and gelling, but it's not even because of the alcohol content of the dark blue soap. So this is why working with alcohols, we need to be prepared for things to move pretty quickly. I really like the new look of these soaps. They're a bit different than my previous design. I'm gonna show it to you right here so you can compare. But I'm really happy about it, and I knew it was gonna be different because I used a different marbling technique for the color. I wanted to look more like a wave and something more reminiscent of the seaside, which I think is what I got. And I also textured the tops so they would look like waves, and I'm really happy about the overall look, the new look of this soap. That is also why I called it Blueberry Liquor Splash, because there's something maritime about this design.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and make sure you are subscribed to my YouTube channel and to turn on the bell icon to receive notifications. If you would like to purchase this soap, the link will be right below the video once it's ready. Thanks again, and I will see you very soon.